One of the things I love most about baking is how if you follow the recipe with exactness, you can pretty much count on the loaf of bread coming out dang near perfect every time. If only my life were that simple. I wish somebody would have told me when I was a kid that the fateful day I decided to play Truth or Dare would ultimately lead to my recipe for disaster. You might be asking, how did this come about? I'll tell you right now that it all boils down to statistics. For example, do you know how many dogs get killed by cars each year? I read an article online that puts the number somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 million. Yikes! That's a lot of dead dogs and sad owners. The article had a number of suggestions for how to avoid the heartache of losing your dog. I know a surefire way that you can avoid any grief. Don't get a dog. I avoid a slew of pesky problems by analyzing the situation and taking every precaution to keep myself out of a bad spot. For example, the one thing I can't say no to is a fresh out-of-the-oven gooey chocolate chip cookie. So what do? I clog afterward to burn up the calories. If an average cookie has anywhere between 80 to 100 calories, and if I can burn 400 calories for an hour's worth of clogging, that means that 25 minutes should do the trick. By following this regimen, I can eat a cookie a day without worrying that what goes in my lips will end up on my hips. As you've probably already guessed, this really isn't about cookies or weight gain or even owning a dog. Jasper tells me that my fixation on what could go wrong keeps me from living a full, productive life. A few weeks ago, I would have argued to the death that he was wrong. Now, however, well, I'm not so sure. I'm having to rethink everything because no matter how hard I've tried to avoid disaster, it's staring me in the face. I'm on the brink of losing the two things I want most in this world. And no amount of pre-planning on my part seems to have made a difference. Back to the Truth or Dare thing. You want to know how a simple child's game led to my demise? Well, I'm about to tell you.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.